We always hear that dogs are man's best friend, famous for their loyalty and endless affection. But sometimes you look at a dog and you realize something much deeper is going on. Imprinting is something else entirely.
Snowy.
It goes way beyond the usual pet and owner relationship where you feed them and they wag their tail. Imprinting means your dog trusts you with their actual life. It's a rare soul-deep connection that doesn't happen with every single dog. It is the difference between being a roommate and being a soulmate. So how do you know if you are the chosen one in your dog's eyes? Well, there are 7 specific behaviors that signal your dog has imprinted on you. And the first one usually happens right when the lights go out. We have to talk about where they sleep, because sleeping with you is a massive indicator of this bond. Now, I know what you're thinking. Maybe they just sleep there because your mattress is way comfier than the hardwood floor. Or maybe because you have the softest blankets in town. And sure, comfort plays a part. But biologically, there is so much more happening here. You have to remember that in the wild, dogs and their wolf ancestors sleep in packs. It's not just a slumber party, it's a survival strategy. When a dog is asleep, that is when they are at their absolute most vulnerable. They are effectively blind and deaf to the immediate dangers of the world. So choosing to close their eyes and drift off right next to you is their way of saying that they feel safest when you are within arm's reach. When your furry friend snuggles up against your back or curls up behind your knees at night, they are basically telling you, "You are my pack, and I trust you to watch over me." There is also the factor of scent. Your scent is incredibly comforting to your dog. It releases happy chemicals in their brain, and sharing a sleeping space allows them to be surrounded by that eau de human all night long. It resets their nervous system. Plus, let's be honest, you are pretty warm. In the dog world, warmth equals survival. It equals life. So in a way, sleeping with you is like hitting the survival jackpot. They get safety. They get the scent of their favorite person, and they get a living heater. If your dog refuses to sleep anywhere else but near you, that is the first major sign that they have imprinted on you as their protector and their family. But this connection isn't just about where they sleep. It's about who they become when they are awake. This brings us to the fascinating phenomenon of mirroring your personality. Have you ever noticed that over time, dogs start to act just like their owners? Researchers have found that dogs can indeed reflect their owner's emotions and behaviors, almost like a fuzzy mirror. If you are a couch potato who loves nothing more than a Sunday afternoon binge-watching TV chances, your dog is going to be the type who naps right alongside you, perfectly content to do nothing. On the other hand, if you are all about that early morning jog and you can't sit still, your furry friend is likely on board with that active lifestyle pacing when you pace and running when you run. This fascinating behavior extends deeply into emotional states too. Studies have shown that if you are the type to worry a lot, if you carry a lot of anxiety or stress in your shoulders, your dog might pick up on that. They might become more skittish, more reactive, or just generally anxious because they are feeding off your energy. On the flip side, if you are the eternal optimist, always looking at the bright side and walking with a bounce in your step, your dog can absorb that positivity and become a confident, happy-go-lucky companion. You have to think of them as emotional sponges. They are constantly soaking up the vibe you are putting out into the world. But how do they do it? It's not magic. Well, maybe it's a little bit of magic, but it mostly comes down to the incredible ancient bond dogs share with their humans. They are always paying attention to us even when we think they are sleeping. They are learning from our actions, our tone of voice, and our reactions to stress. This means they can adapt their own behavior based on what they observe in us. If they have imprinted on you, they want to be in sync with you. They want to operate on your frequency. Now, while they might act like you, there is a very specific way they treat you compared to everyone else, especially when it comes to listening. Have you ever noticed that your dog might completely ignore your spouse or your roommate, but the second you whisper a command, they snap to attention? Listening to you but not others is a huge sign of imprinting. This behavior is especially significant considering a dog's natural social structure. Studies have shown that dogs are fully capable of understanding human social hierarchies. They are smart enough to distinguish between different family members' roles and statuses within the pack of your house. When your dog listens to you above others, it's a sign they recognize you as the primary caregiver and the ultimate authority figure. But authority doesn't mean you are mean or strict. It means you are the source of guidance. This recognition isn't arbitrary. It results from your consistent training, the specific tone of voice you use, your body language, and the unique trust you've established with them. They know that when you speak, it matters. Moreover, this selective obedience highlights the importance of consistency. Dogs thrive on consistent rules and routines. If you are the one who feeds them, walks them, and trains them with a consistent hand, your unique way of communicating commands and rewards has likely made a profound impact on them. To them, your voice is the voice of the leader. This consistency helps strengthen your bond and reinforces their trust in your leadership. They aren't trying to be rude to the other people in the house. They just value your input the most. It's like being in a crowded room. You might hear everyone talking, but you only really listen when your best friend speaks. That's what you are to them, the voice that cuts through the noise. Speaking of things that cut through the noise, let's talk about their nose, because this next sign is one that some people find a little weird, but it is actually full of love. I'm talking about when they insist on laying in your laundry. You know the drill: you take off a sweatshirt or leave a pile of dirty clothes on the floor, and 5 minutes later, your dog is curled up in it like a nest. It's actually all about your scent. To your dog, you smell like safety, comfort, and love all rolled into one. We humans tend to think of dirty laundry as well dirty, but to a dog, clothes that you have worn are saturated with your pheromones. In moments when you're not around, maybe you're at work or just in the other room, surrounding themselves with your scent can help reduce their anxiety. It's like a child holding onto a security blanket. It makes them feel closer to you. It lowers their heart rate. Dogs laying in your laundry is a sign of their territorial behavior too, but in a sweet way. By mixing their scent with yours, getting their fur all over your black leggings, they are marking their territory in the most adorable way possible. They are saying, "This human is mine, and I am theirs." It is a way of mingling your identities. So the next time you find them sleeping on your gym clothes, try not to get annoyed. Take it as a compliment. They just want to be wrapped up in you, even when you aren't there physically. Now, this deep connection allows them to do something that feels almost psychic. One of the most profound signs of imprinting is that your dog knows when you're upset often, before you even realize it yourself. This goes way beyond simple pet and owner relationships. This is about a profound connection where your dog is deeply attuned to your emotional state. Research has shown that dogs can read human facial expressions better than almost any other animal. They can read body language, seeing the slump in your shoulders or the tension in your jaw. They can even pick up on subtle changes in scent associated with different emotional states. When you're upset, stressed, or grieving, your body chemistry actually changes. You might release an increase in cortisol levels, the stress hormone, or other chemical markers in your sweat. Your dog can smell that shift. They also notice the nuances in your behavior. Maybe you're quieter than usual, or you're sighing more. But an imprinted dog takes it a step further. They don't just notice it, they try to fix it. When your dog comes to comfort you without being asked, it's a clear sign they're in tune with your feelings. They might try to cheer you up by cuddling up to you, forcing their head under your hand. They might bring you their favorite toy, dropping a slobbery ball in your lap because they think, well, this makes me happy, so maybe it will make you happy too. Or they might just sit quietly by your feet, acting as a silent guardian while you cry. That empathy is the hallmark of a dog that is imprinted. They feel your pain, and their instinct is to heal it. This desire to be near you leads to the next behavior, which you might notice when you are out and about. It's the habit of always checking in with you. Picture this. You are at the dog park, or hiking off leash, or even just exploring a new friend's house. Your dog is exploring, sniffing around, doing dog stuff. But every few minutes, they stop, turn around, and look for you. Or maybe they run back to you, touch your hand with their nose, and then run off again. When your dog frequently looks at you, especially in unfamiliar surroundings, follows you around, or comes back to you to make sure you're still there, they're showing that you are their point of safety and comfort in the world. First off, this constant checking in is rooted in the dog's instinct for companionship and security. In the wild, canines are highly social animals. They rely on the pack for cues about their environment. If the pack leader is calm, the environment is safe. If the pack leader is gone, panic sets in. By checking in with you, your dog is essentially saying, "You are my compass. I need to know where you are, so I know where I am." They are tethering themselves to you. It's worth noting, though, the role of separation anxiety in this behavior. While checking in is a sign of a strong bond, it can also indicate that your dog feels anxious when you're not in sight. It's important to differentiate between a healthy attachment, where they check in, and then go back to playing and anxiety-driven behavior. But fundamentally, if checking in with you regularly results in positive reinforcement, like a smile or a treat, your dog will be more likely to continue this behavior. It's a way for them to ensure they're on the right track and to seek your approval. They want to share their adventure with you, even if they are just sniffing a bush 10 feet away. And finally, we have to talk about the most intense sign of them all, the specific stare. In the animal kingdom, particularly in the dog world, locking eyes is often considered a threat. If two strange dogs stare at each other, a fight is usually about to break out. It's a challenge to authority. So when your dog voluntarily sits down and gazes softly into your eyes, it's a powerful sign. They are going against their natural instincts to show you trust and affection. They are overriding millions of years of evolution that says, don't stare, because they feel safe with you. This behavior is one of the most profound indicators of imprinting. Scientific studies, including a famous one highlighted in the journal Science, have shown that such prolonged eye contact between dogs and their owners triggers a massive biological reaction. It boosts oxytocin levels for both parties. Oxytocin is often called the love hormone. It's the same hormone that bonds a mother to her newborn baby during breastfeeding. So when you and your dog share that long, soft gaze, you are both getting a chemical high of love. This hormonal exchange strengthens the emotional connection, fostering feelings of intense trust. It's basically a hug without touching. This unique form of communication is reserved for those dogs that feel exceptionally safe and secure with their owners, as not all dogs are comfortable with prolonged eye contact. If your dog looks at you like you are the sun, moon, and stars all rolled into one, you can be sure they have imprinted on you. Now, a question that often comes up when people hear this is, can dogs change their favorite person? Maybe you adopted an older dog, or maybe your family dynamic has shifted, and you're wondering if that bond can transfer. The short answer is yes, absolutely. Firstly, a dog's bond with a person can strengthen or shift due to changes in the amount of time spent together. Imprinting isn't always a one-time event that happens at birth. It's a living, breathing thing. For instance, if someone who previously spent a lot of time away from home starts working from home, they suddenly become more present in the dog's daily life. This increased presence and availability for walks, playtime, and affection can naturally lead to a stronger bond. But it's not just about quantity. You can be home all day and ignore the dog, and they won't imprint on you. The quality of the interactions plays a crucial role in deepening this connection. Are you engaging with them? Are you training them? Are you playing games? That is what builds the bridge. Life changes also significantly impact a dog's preferences. Events like moving to a new home, or the arrival or departure of family members can affect who they're most attached to. In times of stress or change, a dog will gravitate toward the person who provides the most stability. If you step up to be the rock they need during a transition, they will bond to you hard. Moreover, dogs are highly social animals and can form strong attachments to multiple people. It's not always a competition. However, they often show a preference for the person who matches their energy level and provides them with the most interaction. If you are the one doing the feeding, the training, the playing, and the general care, you are going to be the favorite. This preference isn't fixed in stone. It can evolve based on who fulfills these roles best at any given time. So if you feel like your dog hasn't imprinted on you yet, don't lose hope. Start investing that quality time, become their source of safety and fun, and watch that bond grow. Understanding these signs helps us appreciate just how complex and emotional our dogs really are. They aren't just animals living in our house. They are family members who choose us back every single day. And because they give us so much, I want to do something special today to honor them. I want to create a space right here in the comments section to celebrate the dogs that have changed our lives. Whether your dog is sleeping at your feet right now or waiting for you at the Rainbow Bridge, I want you to comment their name below. Tell us their name and one thing they do that lets you know you are their person. Let's fill the comments with the names of these beautiful souls as a tribute to the unconditional love they give us. I'll be reading through them and sending love to every single one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for loving them. And don't forget to honor your best friend today.